Thanks for watching Panorama News, live here on Nile TV International. I'm Tagreed Hussein, and here are the main headlines for the day. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi holds summit talks with Singapore's President Tony Tan. The President orders swift implementation of the flood production plan. And the Lebanese parliament elects former army commander Michel Aoun as president, ending a 29-month presidential vacuum. Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received on Monday his Singaporean counterpart Tony Tan, who arrived earlier in Cairo on a 3-day official visit. The official talks between the two leaders stressed on the importance of boosting bilateral relations and were followed by a joint press conference. The president said that the talks also tackled means of joint cooperation between Egypt and Singapore in different fields, especially in the fields of transport and fish farming. Meanwhile, Tan said that Singapore is looking into investment opportunities at the Suez Gulf, particularly Suez Canal Access Project. It is considered to be the first visit for a Singaporean president to Egypt in 20 years. Tan is also to meet with the Grand Sheikh of Al-Azhar, Grand Imam Sheikh Ahmad al-Tayyib, and Pope Tawadros II, Pope of Alexandria, and the Patriarch of St. Mark Holy See. The visit will witness also the signing of a number of agreements in the different fields, including vocational education, small and medium-sized enterprises, e-governance, as well as ports and water desalination stations. Meanwhile, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi ordered swift implementation of the flood protection plan. He ordered the armed forces and the state institutions to work on aiding the victims. Al-Sisi was speaking during his meeting with Prime Minister Sharif Ismail and the Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation, Mohammed Abdel Ati. The meeting discussed measures taken to deal with the floods that hit areas in southern and northeastern Egypt. Earlier, the armed forces provided a number of engineering equipment and dispatched 10 emergency teams to areas worst hit by the heavy rains in the Red Sea. The army had also sent 74 heavy equipment to remove debris from floods in Upper Egypt, Governorate of Suhag, providing 100,000 food packages for the victims. This came as the operation rooms were set up to immediately deal with potential torrents and to take the needed precautionary measures in the provinces expected to face a new wave of heavy rainfall. And a mass was held at a church in Sharm el-Sheikh in memory of the victims of a Russian plane crash at the first anniversary of the incident. The mass was held one day after a candlelight vigil that was held in the Red Sea resort, also in memory of the victims. The ceremony was held under the auspices of the Ministries of Civil Aviation and Tourism. It was attended by the Minister of Civil Aviation, Sharif Fathi, and South Sinai Governor General Khalid Fouda, and several representatives from the Parliament, Al-Azhar, in addition to the Russian ambassador to Egypt, Sergei Karabychenko. And the 104th session of the United Nations World Tourism Organization kicks off in Luxor Governorate on Monday. Luxor Governorate is hosting the activities of the 104th session after naming it as the capital of international tourism for 2016 by the United Nations World Tourism Organization during the 103rd meeting that was held in Malaga in Spain last May. During the session, Luxor was also nominated to host the 5th Global Summit on City Tourism. The 104th session of the Executive Council that was held in Luxor is expected to be attended by the tourism ministers from the different world organizations, delegations and representatives of tourist organizations and agencies. And shedding more details on the event, we're joined live by Nile TV's reporter Dina Huwaidaq. Dina is talking to us right now live from Luxor Governorate. Dina Huwaidaq, our correspondent in Luxor. Good day to you, Dina, and tell me more about the atmosphere so far. We know that a celebration is expected to take place later on in the day. Tell me more about the atmosphere of this important event taking place in Luxor.
Yeah, good morning, Tagreed. Yes, a press conference will held shortly headed by Dr. Talib Rifai, Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization, Dr. David, President and CEO of the World Travel and Tourism Council, and Minister of Tourism Yahya Rashid, and Luxor Governor Mohammed Bed, after the first meeting of the 104th session is done, which was running from early morning 10 a.m. and attended by a big number of representatives from over 30 countries, including ministers and representatives of tourism ministers from all around the world. The press conference has included a short speech for each panel guest, and a lot of issues were brought up related, of course, to when will Egypt revive its position again on the touristic map. And all the answers actually were optimistic. They all believe that once stability and safety is there, which is what the Egyptian government is doing under the direction of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, tourists will find it reasonable and safe to come back to Egypt. Also, Dr. David, President and CEO of the World Travel and Tourism Council, said that the media plays an important role and it should spread the positive. For example, this event which is happening and taking place in Luxor. Bear in mind that Luxor is not only hosting this event, Luxor was chosen to be the named as the capital of international tourism for 2016 by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. And last May, when Egypt was chairing the 103rd session held in Malaga, Spain, specifically on May 9th, and about 20 tourism ministers and